Hello everyone. Sharad Institute of Technology Polytechnic Program of Electrical Engineering welcomes all students. For academic year 2020-21 for final year diploma electrical student, there is a subject energy conservation and audit and the subject code is 22525 and this lecture is conducted by Mrs. A.A. Kekre. So chapter number 2, energy conservation in electrical machines, which carries 14 marks, and the course outcome for this particular chapter is implement energy conservation techniques in three-phase induction motor and transformer, because these are the two machines which are widely used. Hence we are looking how we can save energy in these two machines. So this is our lecture number 7 and the contents for this lecture are energy conservation techniques in transformer. So up till now we have seen how we can save energy in three-phase induction motor, or what are the different ways through which we can save the energy. Now we are going to look after transformer. Transformer is a very important static device or equipment which is used in electrical system. So it is necessary to see why it is necessary to save energy in transformer and what are the different techniques through which we can save the energy. So first we'll see need of energy conservation in transformer and then energy conservation techniques in transformer by load sharing or parallel operation. Though in syllabus they have given two different points, that is load sharing and parallel operation, but these are a single point, that is to share the load we are connecting two or more transformer in parallel, or parallel connection is done to share the load. So though there are 2 points given in syllabus, but actually the 2 points are the same. Now first we'll see why it is necessary to save energy in transformer. So here transformer usage I have given. So to step up voltage we are using transformer, which is generally called as power transformer, and to step down voltage which is generally we are calling distribution transformer. So transformer is an integral part in electrical power system which is used to step up and step down the voltage level as per the consumer requirement. Now next, total power system loss, that is generation, transmission and distribution, includes two losses: transmission and distribution line losses and transmission and distribution equipment losses. So first we'll see line losses. So here I have listed few losses which occurs in transmission and distribution lines. So first is copper loss, second is voltage drop, that is I into R drop, skin effect, corona loss and proximity effect. So these are the losses which occurs in transmission and distribution lines, and these losses will remain same as the line is. Next, transmission and distribution equipments. So here main equipment is transformer, hence I have taken transformer loss, which includes core loss, that is transformer core loss, and the core loss is again divided in two parts: eddy current loss and hysteresis loss. Next is copper loss, which occurs in the winding. Dielectric loss due to the insulation, dielectric loss occurs. So next, load sharing or parallel operation. So what is load sharing or parallel operation? When two or more transformers are connected in parallel, then it is known as a parallel connection, and the parallel connection is done to share a common load. Means common load शेअर करण्यासाठी आपण दोन किंवा दोनपेक्षा जास्त ट्रान्सफॉर्मर पॅरलल मध्ये कनेक्ट करू शकतो. So here the circuit diagram, a simple circuit diagram I have taken. So where transformer A and transformer B are connected in parallel. So we'll see here supply lines are there. The primary of transformer A and the primary of transformer B is connected to the supply lines, and the secondary of transformer A and secondary of transformer B are connected to the common load. So this is a common load which transformer A and transformer B are going to share the load. So here impedance has given transformer A impedance is denoted as a ZA and transformer B impedance is denoted as a ZB. So these two transformers are connected in parallel to share the common load. Now next is how transformer A and transformer B shares the load. Here circuit diagram is same. So transformer A is equal to total load shared by transformer A is equal to total load into ZB upon ZA plus ZB. Now the load shared by transformer B is equal to total load into ZA upon ZA plus ZB. So this is the formula to find out how much load is shared by the transformer A and transformer B. Now why it is necessary to share the load or to do the parallel operation, that we are going to see. So here I have taken two images of overloading and underloading. In the first picture you can relate transformer overloading with the car loading, and the second is of underloading. The goods carrier van has loaded with few material, so we can relate this transformer underloading. So in the first pic you can see the car is overloaded with lots of stuff and the condition of car is not in good at all. So similarly we can relate with the transformer. If we load the transformer than its rated capacity for too much time, then there may be a chances of damage to the transformer. So this can damage transformer as well as the load cannot be taken by the transformer. So because of the overloading, what will happen? Overheating of transformer will occur, damage to the transformer will occur, and there will be a decreased efficiency of transformer. Now second case is underloading. Here I have taken three images in which there is two images of underloading and one image is of no loading. So what will happen of underloading? Redundant loading of transformer will done. Means if we load less than its capacity, then transformer efficiency decreases and also it will take as much as the power required, but as the load decreases, transformer doesn't take less power from the supply, it will take as it is power, and therefore there is a wastage of input power in transformer, and because of this there is a decreased efficiency. So in both the cases, overloading and underloading will get decreased efficiency, wastage of power. So to avoid this, पॅरलल ऑपरेशन इज डन. म्हणजे पॅरलल ऑपरेशन हे ओव्हरलोडिंग आणि अंडरलोडिंग आपल्याला अवॉइड करायचं आहे, त्यामुळे आपल्याला पॅरलल ऑपरेशन करणे गरजेचं आहे. नाउ द थर्ड केस, इफ सडन फॉल्ट ऑकर्स इन ट्रान्सफॉर्मर, सो व्हॉट वी हॅव टू डू. So this is one image I have taken. Suppose sudden fault occurs in a transformer, then we have to do the maintenance of a transformer, that is called as a spot repair. On the spot we have to do repair. Till the repair there will be a power cut. म्हणजे ह्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचे जे काही फीडर्स असतील, कन्झ्युमर्स असतील, त्या कन्झ्युमरला इलेक्ट्रिसिटी सप्लाय होणार नाही जोपर्यंत रिपेअर चालेल तोपर्यंत. सो द पॉवर कट विल बी देअर till the transformer fault is cleared and it will again start. So to avoid this, parallel operation is done. Now next, if maintenance of transformer is to be done, म्हणजे ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा जर मेंटेनन्स आपल्याला करायचा असेल, then we have to shut down this transformer completely. If a single transformer is there, then we have to shut down this transformer for maintenance purpose, and till the maintenance there will be a power cut. Means transformer वर जेवढे काही कंझ्युमर्स आहेत त्या कंझ्युमर्सला इलेक्ट्रिकल सप्लाय जाणार नाही जोपर्यंत मेंटेनन्स ॲक्टिव्हिटी कॅरीड आउट होते तोपर्यंत. सो power supply will not be available till the maintenance goes on to the particular consumers which are connected to the transformer. And to achieve maximum efficiency and to save energy, we are doing load sharing, or we are connecting two or more transformers in parallel. So this is a summary why it is necessary to have a parallel connection or to share the load. So first point, when load on one of the transformer is more than its capacity, म्हणजे एखाद्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मरवर गरजेपेक्षा जास्त त्याच्या कॅपॅसिटीपेक्षा जास्त लोड असेल तर तो लोड आपल्याला कमी करण्यासाठी काय केलं जातं, लोड शेअरिंगसाठी पॅरलल ऑपरेशन केलं जातं. सेकंड, इफ मोर दॅन वन ऑफ द ट्रान्सफॉर्मर रन इन पॅरलल and if some transformer is having fault, then the system will share the load, hence power supply may not be interrupted. म्हणजे दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मर जर पॅरलल मध्ये असतील, एका ट्रान्सफॉर्मरवर जर फॉल्ट झाला तर दुसरा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर त्या फॉल्ट झालेल्या ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा लोड शेअर करू शकतो. सो सप्लाय कंटिन्युटी इथे राहील. Next, if number of transformer runs in parallel, we can shut down any one of them for maintenance purpose, and other parallel transformer in a system will fulfill the load without total interruption of power. म्हणजे मेंटेनन्ससाठी जर दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मर पॅरललमध्ये रन होत असतील तर मेंटेनन्ससाठी एखादा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर आपण सिस्टीममधून बाहेर काढू शकतो अँड another transformer can supply the load to the consumer. And the last, to achieve maximum efficiency and to save energy, we are connecting two or more transformers in a parallel. Now, how we can save energy through load sharing or parallel operation? So here two examples I have taken. If a single large capacity transformer is used against varying load, then what will happen? And the second, if single transformer of lower rating is used against varying load, then what will happen? So these are the two cases which we'll see, and how these two cases can hammer the parallel operation. So here, uneconomical and inefficient as the efficiency varies according to the load. At lighter loads, higher rated transformer has higher constant losses as compared to the lower rated one. म्हणजे लार्ज रेटिंगचा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर, सपोज 100 kVA ट्रान्सफॉर्मर आपण वापरला आणि त्याच्यावरचा लोड फक्त 70 kVA असेल, देन दॅट विल बी अंडर लोडिंग. त्यामुळे ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा कोअर लॉस हा कॉन्स्टंट लॉस आहे, तो कंटिन्यू होणार कारण आपण हाय रेटिंग ट्रान्सफॉर्मर वापरत आहोत अगेन्स्ट लो लोड. सो त्याच्यामध्ये कंटिन्युअस कॉन्स्टंट लॉस हे वाढणार आहे आणि अंडर लोडिंग होणार आहे अँड दॅट विल बी अनइकॉनॉमिकल. Second case है, if single transformer of lower rating is used, then suppose we have taken 100 kVA transformer and we are loading it 125 kV. 100 kVचा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर आहे आणि त्याच्यावर आपण 125 kVचा लोड देतोय. सो 25 kV हे एक्स्ट्रा होणार आहे and because of that there will be overloading, and because of overloading the transformer overheating problems, insulation failure problems will increase, and obviously it will be uneconomical and inefficient as the efficiency varies according to the load. So if a single transformer of large or lower capacity if we use against varying load, then there will be uneconomical and reduced efficiency. Hence, to operate the system transformer at a highest, then we must do a parallel connection of transformer, because transformer operates near their maximum efficiency around 70% to 100% of its rated loads. Now we'll see how overloading and underloading will happen if a single transformer is used, and how we can save the energy if two or more transformers are connected in parallel. So case first, where 100 kVA transformer is there, a single 100 kVA transformer I have taken in these three cases. Now the load is varying. So in first case, 100 kVA transformer rating is used to supply the 100 kVA load, and in case 2, 100 kVA transformer is there, we supply 60 kVA load, means the load is only 60 kVA and the transformer is used of 100 kVA. And in third case, 100 kVA transformer is used and the load is 125 kVA, that is 25 kVA is the extra load in case number 3. Now what will happen? So in the first case 100 kVA load is there, hence 100 kVA transformer we have used, then there will be a proper loading of a transformer. But in case number 2, the load is less and the transformer rating is more. So in this case underloading will occur, and obviously underloading will cause reduced efficiency. Now in case number 3, 100 kVA transformer is used and the load is 125, that is 25 kVA extra load we are putting on 100 kVA transformer. So obviously there will be overloading. So in case number 2 and in case number 3, there will be underloading and overloading situation, and because of these two there will be uneconomical operation of transformer. Means the losses increases and the efficiency decreases. So this is what if we use single transformer of large capacity or lower capacity for supplying the varying load. Now next, if we do parallel operation of transformer. So here two transformers are connected in parallel. So 50 kVA transformer is there, again 50 kVA transformer is there. They are connected electrically to supply the 100 kVA common load. So 100 kVA common load आहे की जो सप्लाय केला जातो 50 kVA ट्रान्सफॉर्मर आणि दुसरा ट्रान्सफॉर्मर 50 kVA चा. So these two transformer shares the load of 100 kVA. Now second case, 25 kVA transformer is there, 75 kVA transformer is there. So together 100 kVA load they can share. So this is parallel operation we can do. So two or more transformers are used in parallel to share a common load. Suppose if transformer has to do maintenance, transformerचा maintenance करायचा असेल, then we can take one transformer and the remaining load can be shared by the other transformers which runs in a parallel. If some fault occurs in one transformer, then the another transformer, suppose here a fault occurs on 25 kVA transformer, then this transformer will completely shut down and we have to supply 100 kVA load by 75 kVA transformer, and also we can connect another transformer in parallel of this 75 kVA to supply the 100 kVA load. So in this way we can save energy, we can avoid underloading and overloading condition of a transformer if we connect two or more transformers in a parallel. Now for parallel operation, what are the conditions that we will see one by one. So here for parallel connection of transformer, primary winding of both the transformer should be connected to the supply or bus bar, and secondary winding of a transformer should be connected to the load bus bar, that is the load which has to supply by the two or more transformer. Next, same voltage ratio and same turn ratio of transformer, same percentage impedance and X by R ratio, identical position of tap changer, same kVA ratings, same phase angle shift, that is vector group of two transformer which are going to be connected in parallel should be same frequency rating should be there, same polarity of transformer should be there, and the same phase sequence should be there. So these are the conditions which we first should check before connecting two or more transformer in parallel. Now out of these conditions, some convenient conditions are which we can not be satisfied, then it's okay, the transformer parallel operation will be done. Like same voltage ratio, turns ratio, means सेम व्होल्टेज रेशो आणि टर्न्स रेशो दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा नसेल तरी चालू शकतं, तरी सुद्धा पॅरलल ऑपरेशन होऊ शकतं. मीन्स इट विल नॉट हॅम्पर टू मच ऑन पॅरलल ऑपरेशन. सेम पर्सेंटेज इम्पिडन्स, same kVA rating, same position of tap changer. So all these conditions if not satisfied, then it's okay, the transformer parallel operation will be done. But some of the mandatory conditions, means these conditions must be fulfilled before connecting two transformers in a parallel. So which are they? So first is same phase angle. Phase angle of both the transformer should be same. Phase shift should be same. Same polarity should be same. If the polarity of two transformers if not same, then there will be a deadly short circuit occurs in transformer winding. Same phase sequence should be there and same frequency. So these are the 5 conditions which are mandatory or compulsory for connecting 2 or more transformer in a parallel. So when the convenient conditions are not met, parallel operation is possible but it will not be optimal. म्हणजे convenient condition जर satisfy झाल्या नाही तरी parallel operation होऊ शकतं पण ते useful किंवा optimal होऊ शकत नाही. So here the summary of load or parallel operation of a transformer. म्हणजे ज्या कंडिशन्स आपण बघितल्या होत्या त्याच्यातल्या कुठल्या सॅटिस्फाय झाल्या नाही तर काय होऊ शकतं हे आपण बघणार आहोत. सो हियर particulars are there. Transformer parallel connection types means conditions they have given: equal loading, unequal loading, overloading current, circulating current, and recommended connection means whether we have to follow this connection or not, that they have given. So first we'll see equal impedance and ratio, that is impedance ratio, same kVA rating. So हे सगळं जर इक्वल असेल, सेम केव्हीए रेटिंग असेल, दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मर जर आपण पॅरललमध्ये कनेक्ट करू तर दोन्ही ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचे इम्पिडन्स इक्वल असेल, रेशो सेम असेल, केव्हीए सेम असेल, देन इक्वल लोडिंग, येस देअर विल बी अ इक्वल लोडिंग. ऑब्वियसली अनइक्वल लोडिंग विल नॉट बी देअर, ओव्हरलोडिंग करंट विल नॉट बी देअर, circulating current will not be there, and yes it is a recommended connection. So this connection is recommended. Now second case, equal impedance and ratio but different kVA means equal impedance आहे, ratio सुद्धा equal आहे but kVA rating different आहे. So what will happen? Equal loading will not be there, so unequal loading will be there. सपोज इक्वल इम्पिडन्स असतील, केव्हीए डिफरंट असेल, सो अनइक्वल लोडिंग होईल दोन्ही ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचा. अँड ओव्हरलोडिंग करंट विल नॉट बी देअर, सर्क्युलेटर करंट विल नॉट बी देअर, अँड येस इट इज अ रिकमेंडेड कनेक्शन मीन्स केव्हीए रेटिंग जरी सेम नसेल तरी पॅरलल ऑपरेशन होऊ शकतं आणि इट इज अ रिकमेंडेड कनेक्शन. नाव नेक्स्ट इज अनइक्वल इम्पिडन्स बट सेम रेशो अँड सेम केव्हीए मीन्स अनइक्वल इम्पिडन्सेस असतील दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचे तर आणि केव्हीए रेटिंग आणि रेशो सेम असेल तर काय होईल, इक्वल लोडिंग होणार नाही, देअर विल नॉट बी इक्वल लोडिंग, देअर विल बी अनइक्वल लोडिंग, ओव्हरलोडिंग विल हॅपन, ओव्हरलोडिंग होऊ शकतं कारण इम्पिडन्सेस तुमचे अनइक्वल आहेत त्यामुळे इक्वल करंट प्रत्येक ट्रान्सफॉर्मरमधून फ्लो होणार नाही. सो ओव्हरलोडिंग विल बी देअर मीन्स एका ट्रान्सफॉर्मरवरचा करंट हा जास्त होईल बिकॉज ऑफ द अनइक्वल इम्पिडन्सेस. सर्क्युलेटिंग करंट विल नॉट बी देअर अँड रिकमेंडेड कनेक्शन इज नो मीन्स हे कनेक्शन प्रेफर केलं जात नाही पॅरलल ऑपरेशनसाठी. नाव नेक्स्ट इज अनइक्वल इम्पिडन्स अँड केव्हीए बट सेम रेशो म्हणजे इम्पिडन्सेस आणि केव्हीए रेटिंग अनइक्वल आहे पण रेशो काय आहे, सेम आहे. इक्वल लोडिंग विल नॉट बी देअर, अनइक्वल लोडिंग विल बी देअर. ओव्हरलोडिंग करंट जेव्हा इम्पिडन्सेस हे अनइक्वल असतात त्यामुळे ओव्हरलोडिंग हे होतंच होतं. सो ओव्हरलोडिंग ऑफ टू ट्रान्सफॉर्मर और वन ऑफ द ट्रान्सफॉर्मर, सर्क्युलेटिंग करंट विल नॉट बी देअर अँड it is not recommended connection. So this type of connection is also not recommended. Now next is unequal impedance and unequal ratio but same kVA means impedance आणि impedance चा ratio हा unequal आहे but kVA is same. So what will happen? Equal loading will be there, unequal loading will not be there, but overloading current will be there. So this overloading current is mainly due to the unequal impedances. Now circulating current, there will be a circulating current and it is not recommended connection means well two or more transformers are connected then this condition if there then there will not be any parallel operation carried out. Now the last is unequal impedance and unequal ratio and different kVA means all are different. सो अनइक्वल इम्पिडन्सेस, अनइक्वल रेशो अँड डिफरंट केव्हीए रेटिंग जर असतील दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मरवरचे तर इक्वल लोडिंग होणार नाही, अनइक्वल लोडिंग सुद्धा होणार नाही, ओव्हरलोडिंग करंट होईल, सर्क्युलेटिंग करंट फ्लो होईल आणि हे रिकमेंडेड कनेक्शन आहे. म्हणजे हे लास्टचं जे आहे ते पॅरलल ऑपरेशनसाठी कंडिशन ही जी आहे ही सॅटिस्फाय व्हायलाच पाहिजे. मीन्स त्याच्यामुळे ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचं पॅरलल ऑपरेशन सक्सेसफुल होणारच नाही. सो हे जे कनेक्शन्स आहेत किंवा ह्या ज्या कंडिशन्स दिलेल्या आहेत, सो ह्या कंडिशनप्रमाणे इथं इक्वल लोडिंग होणार की नाही दोन ट्रान्सफॉर्मरचं, ह्या किंवा ओव्हरलोडिंग करंट, सर्क्युलेटिंग करंट सर्किटमध्ये फ्लो होणार की नाही ह्या कंडिशन्सवरून दिसतं. आणि रिकमेंडेड कनेक्शन्स इथे दिलेले आहेत. सो फॉर ऑप्टिमल अँड फॉर सक्सेसफुल पॅरलल ऑपरेशन इम्पिडन्सेस, देअर रेशो आणि केव्हीए रेटिंग सेमच पाहिजे. So this is for lecture number 7. Thank you for watching this video.